Welcome to your sleep story. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Whatever this day was, however long it felt, however much it held, it is behind you now, completely behind you. You made it through, and that is everything. So let's begin. Before I take you anywhere tonight, I want to count you down from 10 to 1. And as I count, I want you to allow yourself to sink just a little deeper into wherever you are right now. Feel the weight of your body. Feel what is beneath you, holding you. And with each number, just let go a little more. 10. Allow your eyes to close. Gently, completely. There is nothing you need to see right now. 9. Feel your shoulders and let them drop as far as they want to go. 8. A slow breath in through the nose. 7. And all the way out. 6. Your hands. Feel them opening. Whatever you've been holding today, you can put it down now. 5. Your jaw is soft. Your face is soft. 4. Your legs are heavy, warm. 3. You're drifting, not asleep yet, but moving that way. 2. The day is behind you, completely and entirely behind you. 1. And now, tonight's sleep story, the relaxation. Before we go anywhere, I want to stay here with you for a moment. Just here, just now, because this moment, this exact moment right now, where you are lying in the quiet, deserves a little attention, a little kindness. Take a breath in for me, from the very bottom of the belly. Good, and let it go. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that everything you were carrying today, every worry, every unfinished thought, every heavy thing is just leaving with that breath, just drifting away. You don't have to solve anything tonight. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to be anything other than exactly what you are right now. A person who deserves rest. A person who deserves sleep. Because you do. You really do. Whatever happened today, whatever was hard, whatever felt heavy, you made it through. You are here. And that is enough. That is more than enough. You are safe. And you are here. Bring your awareness gently to your feet now. Just notice them and allow them to soften. The toes uncurling, the arches releasing. All the small held tension of the day simply letting go. Let that softness travel upward, through the calves, through the knees, the thighs. All of it warm, all of it heavy, all of it resting now. Your lower back, your hips. Allow yourself to feel the surface beneath you taking your weight completely, fully. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The water has you. The canal has you. The belly soft. The chest soft. The heart beating steadily as it always has, as it always will. Your shoulders dropping, your arms heavy and warm, your hands open and still, the neck long and loose, and your face, let the jaw go. Let the forehead smooth. Let the eyes be completely still behind their lids. There you are, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, completely soft, completely warm, completely at rest. You've done beautifully. Now, let me take you somewhere the canal is dark and the lights of the city are reflected in it, and the houseboat rocks very slightly, and the city is around you, but you are on the water, and the water makes everything different. Come with me. The canal, Amsterdam, the canals of Amsterdam, the Grachten, the canal rings that define the city, the Herengracht, the Keizersgracht, the Prinsengracht, the canals that were dug in the 17th century, the Golden Age, when Amsterdam was the center of the trading world, when the merchants built their houses along the canals, the narrow canal houses, tall, their facades leaning slightly forward, the hook at the top for hauling goods, the goods that came by boat, that came up through the canal, that were hoisted up through the windows into the warehouse floors above, the canal as the artery, the city organized around the water that made everything possible, the same water, the canals still here, the same canals, the water in them changed, exchanged with the rivers and the sea, but the canals the same lines, the same shape, the city organized the same way, around the water. Still, the houseboat, the Woonboot, the houseboat on the Prinsengracht, the canal where the houseboats are most numerous, the boats that have been moored here for decades, the boats that were once working boats, barges, cargo vessels, that became homes when the cargo trade ended, when the practical gave way to the residential, when the people of Amsterdam said, "The canal can hold us too." The houseboat, this one, old, the hull dark, the top structure, the living space built above the hull, wooden, painted green, the dark green of the houseboat paint, the potted plants on the deck, the geraniums still flowering in October, the bicycle leaning against the railing, the bicycle that goes nowhere tonight, the houseboat moored, the lines holding, the canal holding, the city around it, and inside, the warmth, unexpected perhaps, to those who have not been on a houseboat, the warmth of a well-insulated living space that sits lower than the wind, that is surrounded by the water that moderates the temperature, the houseboat warmer in winter, cooler in summer than the buildings on the bank, the thermal stability of the water, the living room, not large, not small, the living room of a person who has learned to live in the space they have, who has made the space exactly what is needed. No more the bookshelves, full, completely full, the books that are the walls, the books that insulate, that are also the insulation of another kind, the ideas, the worlds, the other lives, on the shelves, the lamp in the corner, its warm pool, the sound of the canal outside. Marta. She has been on this boat for 18 years. Her name is Marta. She is 51. She came to Amsterdam at 29 for a reason she did not expect to stay for. She stayed. At 33, she found the houseboat. It needed work. She did the work. She learned what she needed to learn. The maintenance of a hull, the management of the systems, the relationship with the water, the relationship. That is the word. Living on a houseboat is a relationship with the water, with the canal, with the city from this angle, the angle of the water, which is different from the angle of the street, different from the angle of the buildings. Marta knows the city from the water. She knows the reflections, the underside of the bridges, the way the canal sounds at night, the way it smells, season by season. 18 years. The relationship. Deep. The canal smell. The Prinsengracht in October. The smell. Different from the summer canal smell. The summer canal, the algae, the warm water, the particular smell of a city canal in the heat. October, the water cooler, the algae diminished, the water cleaner, the smell of the October canal, the water and the fallen leaves, the elm and the linden and the plane tree leaves, the trees that line every Amsterdam canal, the leaves falling now into the water receiving them, the leaves floating, the particular smell of wet leaves in canal water, the leaf tannins, the water absorbing them, the canal taking on the color of the leaves. Slightly, the canal that is the city's drain, and the city's artery, and the city's mirror, taking the autumn into itself, the season in the canal in the season, and the rain, the Amsterdam rain, always possible. Tonight not raining, but the smell of the recent rain, still in the canal, still in the air, the petrichor of the Dutch city, the canal petrichor, the light, the canal in the evening, the light, the Amsterdam canal light, is one of the city's great phenomena, not the tourist brochure light, the real light, the light of the autumn evening, the low sun finding the canal from the west, the last direct light, going, and then the reflected light, the amber of the canal houses, their windows lit, the amber reflecting in the canal water, the reflections, the tall narrow canal, houses upside down in the water, the dark water between the two worlds, the world above and the world below, the world in the water. Marta watches this every evening, from the deck or from the window, the light changing, the reflections changing, the canal doing what canals do, holding the world upside down for anyone who looks. The bicycle on the deck, the bicycle that Marta rode today, that she rides every day, the Amsterdam bicycle, the black bicycle, the upright Dutch bicycle, the bicycle that is the city's second nature, the bicycle that the Dutch have always ridden, that they ride in the rain, in the cold, with children on the back, with flowers in the front basket, with groceries, with briefcases, Marta's bicycle, not special, not a racing bicycle, not a sports bicycle, the bicycle that goes from here to there, without hurry, the Dutch pace, the Amsterdam pace, that is slower than you think for a city. That is the pace of the bicycle, not the car, the bicycle pace, unhurried, the body doing the work, the legs the engine, the rider the navigator, the city seen from the height of a bicycle seat, which is the right height. For Amsterdam, de Rust, the houseboat, its name, de Rust, the name painted on the stern, de Rust, rest, peace, quiet, the name the previous owner gave it. When they made it a home, from the working boat it was, de Rust, not a name Marta chose, but a name she kept, because it was right, the name that described the boat, that described what the boat offered, the rest from the city, the peace that the water gives, the quiet that being on the water gives, even in Amsterdam, even in this city of 1 million people, the water giving what the city cannot, the stillness at its center, the rest, de Rust, Marta's home for 18 years, the evening meal, she made it this afternoon, the stampot, the Dutch winter dish, the mashed potato and the vegetable, boerenkel stampot, the kale and the potato, mashed together, with butter, with rookworst, the smoked sausage, beside the Dutch comfort food, the food of October, of the cold evenings, of the city in autumn, the food that the Dutch have been making in this city, since the city was a city, the food that warms from inside, that fills, that satisfies, the stampot, on the table now, in the warm houseboat, the canal outside, the amber light on the water, the stampot, her plate, the meal she made for herself in the kitchen that is 3 steps from the living room, the small kitchen that does everything a kitchen needs to do, the kitchen that she has learned to use fully, without waste, the small space kitchen, the kitchen that makes her efficient, that has made her a better cook. For the smallness, the canal sounds. After the meal, she sits in the window seat, the window that faces the canal, the long window of the houseboat that is at water level, that shows the canal from below, from inside the water's surface, the window, and through it, the canal, the sounds, the boat sounds, the water against the hull, very slight. The canal is still, but not perfectly still. The slight movement from some boat that passed an hour ago, the wake of it finding the hull, still finding the hull, the most patient visitor, the water and the bells, the church bells of Amsterdam. This is one of the city's most particular sounds. The Westerkerk, the Zuiderkerk, the Nieuwkerk, the churches whose bells mark the hours, and the quarter hours, and in some cases the minutes. The bells carrying across the canals, the way bells carry over water, the way sound travels over water, further than over land. The bells of Amsterdam. Marta hears them, without counting, without tracking. The bells as the background, as the stream was Edmund's background, as the sea was Seamus's. The bells, Amsterdam's background. The heron on the bridge, the gray heron standing on the railing of the canal bridge, the same species as every other heron in these stories, but particularly present in Amsterdam. The Amsterdam heron, who has no fear, who stands on the bridge railing, on the bicycle rack, on the mooring post. The Amsterdam heron that is entirely unimpressed by the city, by the cyclists, by the tourists, by Marta, who has been watching it from the houseboat for 18 years, or watching its predecessors. The heron that has always been here, on this canal, this railing, waiting for the fish in the Amsterdam Canal, which has fish. Many people do not know this. The canal has fish, has always had fish. The heron knows. The heron has always known. Patient, what Marta knows. She knows the canal. She knows this stretch of the Prinsengracht, the depth of it here, the way the light falls at different times of year, the way the water smells in June. In November, the boats that moor near her, the neighbors, some for decades, some for a season. She knows the water levels, the rare high water that brings the canal up to the deck level, the dry summers that lower it. She knows the birds, the heron, the ducks, the moorhens, the kingfisher that visits occasionally, the orange flash. She knows the sounds, the church bells, the particular sound of a bicycle crossing the bridge at night, the sound of rain on the roof of the houseboat, different from rain on a roof of a house. Closer, more present, the rain on the roof of De Rust, her favorite sound. She has not admitted this to many people. The rain on the houseboat roof, the most comforting sound she knows. The books on the shelves, the books that Marta has been collecting for 18 years. On the houseboat, not all of them fit. She had to choose the books that came with her when she moved to Amsterdam, the books she found in the markets, at the second-hand booksellers, on the Oudeman Houseboat, the covered book market in the old city, the market she visits on Saturdays, the books that call to her from the tables, that she picks up, that she carries home, by bicycle, in the basket, along the canal, the books she reads, at this window, on this boat, on this canal, the books that are also the walls, that are also the insulation, the other insulation, the books that say, here is something that was understood, here is something worth keeping, here is something worth carrying, on a bicycle, to a houseboat, on the Prinsengracht, the bridge, above the houseboat, the bridge, The bridge over the canal, the bridge that Marta looks at every day, that she has looked at for 18 years. The bridge, 19th century, the iron of it, the arch of it, over the canal, the bridge that connects the two sides of the city, that is crossed all day by cyclists, by pedestrians, by the occasional car, by the tourist on the rented bicycle, by the local on the regular bicycle. All day, the bridge busy. At night, quiet, the occasional cyclist, a couple walking, the bridge reflected in the canal, the arch of it, and the arch of its reflection. Together, a circle, the bridge above, the bridge below, the canal completing the arch, making the whole thing round, the bridge and its reflection. A circle in the canal. Marta has noticed this. She has noticed it many times. The circle made by the bridge and its reflection, the water completing what the structure began, the canal making the bridge whole, growing still. The canal is outside. The lights are reflected. The bridge is making its circle. The heron is on the railing. The church bells are in the air. Marta is in the window seat. The stampot finished. The wine, half a glass. The Dutch wine, or the French, one glass with the meal, half remaining. If thoughts are arriving, and they probably are, because that is what minds do, they are not staying long. The canal takes them. The Prinsengracht, that has been taking the city's weight for 400 years. The merchant's worries, the sailor's fears, the ordinary lives. The thoughts come. You notice them. The canal receives them, as the Dutch canal receives everything. The rain, the leaves, the reflection, everything. You don't need to hold any of them. Just the houseboat, just the window, just the canal, just the bridge making its circle, just Marta, the water holding her as it has held her for 18 years. Peace lives on this boat, in the canal and the reflections and the bells and the heron and Marta's 18 years of knowing the water. Tonight it is yours. Good night. You are doing so beautifully. The day is done. You came to the houseboat tonight. The canal was dark and amber-lit. De Rust rocked very slightly. Marta made the stampot. You sat at the window and watched the bridge make its circle in the water. The church bells marked the hour. The heron stood on the railing. The houseboat received you, as houseboats receive people, with the water and the reflections and the small, warm living space, and the particular, irreplaceable feeling of being on the water in the middle of the city. Carry it with you on the days when the city is too much, the days when everything is too fast and too loud and too pressing. Remember De Rust. Remember that in the middle of the city, the water is still, that the canal holds its reflections patiently, that you can be on the water and be in the city and be at rest. The rest is always there. On the water, you know the way here now. But tonight, you are already here. The canal is below. The city is around. The bells are in the air. Sleep now, deeply, completely. You deserve every canal dark, amberlit, water-rocked, bell-clear, houseboat-still moment of this rest. Every single one. Good night. Sleep well. The houseboat through the night. The canal at night. The Prinsengracht at night. The city on both banks. The canal between. The lights of the canal houses. The amber windows. Still on. Some of them. The people inside. Living. The canal holding their reflections. Patient. The water receiving everything above it. And below. The canal below the surface. The fish. The canal fish that the heron knows about. The roach. The bream. The occasional pike. Moving in the dark. Below the surface. Below the reflections. Below the amber lights. The fish doing what fish do. In the dark. In the canal. The water above. The sky above that. The canal in the middle. Between the fish and the sky. Between the underground and the stars. The city on the banks. Marta on the boat. All of it held by the canal. The houseboat history. DeRust. Before it was DeRust. Before it was a home. It was a cargo barge. The woonboot that Marta lives on was, before the conversion, a flatboat, a teejalk, the traditional Dutch inland waterway cargo vessel, the broad, flat-bottomed, one-masted sailing barge that carried cargo on the Dutch waterways for 100 years, perhaps more, before the roads and the trucks made it obsolete. The teejalk that became the houseboat, that was stripped of its mast, that was given its living space, its kitchen, its heating, its windows, that became DeRust somewhere in the early 1970s. The previous owner, who gave it the name, who made it a home, from the working boat it was, before him or her, the cargo, whatever cargo, the grain perhaps, the peat, the bricks, the building materials of the Dutch city, the teejalk carrying, the same canal, carrying different things now. Marta, her books, her bicycle, her life, the bells at night, the Westerkerk bell, marking 2 o'clock, the 2 strokes, carrying across the canal, the sound traveling over the water. Marta hears it, in her sleep, or on the edge of her sleep, as Chai heard the boat engines, as the fishermen of Alvaro's village heard the engines of the departing boats. The familiar sound, received, processed, released, without waking. The Westerkerk, the church that Rembrandt is buried in, the church of the 17th century, the church of the Golden Age, the church whose bells have been marking the hours of Amsterdam for 350 years, still marking, still carrying over the canal, finding Marta in her sleep, finding you on DeRust, on the water, the bell saying 2 o'clock, the night continuing, the rain on the roof. It comes at 3, the Amsterdam rain, the fine Dutch rain, the rain that comes sideways sometimes, the rain that is always possible, that Marta has stopped resenting, that she has learned to receive. The rain on the roof of the houseboat, the sound of it. This is what she loves. The sound of rain on the roof of De Rust. Very close, the roof of the houseboat. Low above her, the rain on it. Immediate, present, the rain right there. Above her head, the closest the rain has ever been. And the warmth inside. The canal on all sides. The rain coming down, joining the canal receiving it, the rain becoming the canal already carrying everything, now carrying the rain falling on the bridge, on the heron, on the bicycle, on the deck, on the canal houses, on all of Amsterdam, and on De Rust, on the roof, right there, the most comforting sound. Marta said, she has admitted this, the rain on the roof of the houseboat, the most comforting sound she knows. What Amsterdam is, a city built on water, not metaphorically, literally. The houses of Amsterdam stand on wooden piles, driven into the soft ground, the marshy ground of the river delta, the ground that would not support the buildings. Without the piles of Amsterdam, 10 million of them, perhaps more, driven down into the clay and the peat, the buildings standing on them, the canal houses of the Golden Age, their foundations in the water, their facades above, the whole city on piles in the water. De Rust the same, but without the piles, the houseboat simply on the water. More honest, perhaps, the other buildings pretending to be on land, the houseboat not pretending, simply on the water, as it has always been. The water below, the city around, the water essential to everything, as the Dutch have always known. The morning canal, the canal in the morning, the mist, the Amsterdam autumn morning mist, rising from the canal, as the morning mist rises from water. Everywhere, the canal giving back to the air what the night took, the mist above the canal, the bridges in the mist, the canal houses in the mist, the cyclists crossing the bridges. Already, the Dutch cyclists, out before the mist has lifted, on their way to work, the city beginning, as the city always begins, before the tourists are awake, before the visitors see it, the city beginning, for the people who live here, the cyclists on the bridges, the canal in the mist, the Westerkerk beginning its morning bells, Marta hearing them, on the edge of sleep, or waking, the bells saying morning, the city saying begin, the canal saying still. I am still here. I am still holding the reflections. I am still between the fish and the sky. Still, 18 years. Marta on the boat. For 18 years. What has the water given her? She would not answer quickly. She would take time. She would look at the canal before answering. The water, she would say, has given me the sense that I am in the city, but not entirely of it. That I am part of the city, but I am also a part. That the water is between me and the street. That this is good. That this is what I needed. When I came, when I stayed, the between, the water as the between, that allows her to be in the city she loves, without being consumed by it. The water protecting her, the way the backwaters protect the Kerala villagers from the sea, the way the harbor wall protects the Faroese boats, the water as shelter, as the between, as the place that is neither fully in nor fully out, but something else. The houseboat, to rust between the city and the water, between the street and the canal, between the world and the rest. The rest, that is what she called it. The water's gift. The canal is dark. The amber lights in the water. The bridge making its circle. The heron on the railing. Patient. The bells have marked 2 o'clock. The rain is on the roof. Marta is asleep. The canal outside. The fish in the canal. The piles of the city. In the water. Everything on the water. Everything held by the water. De rust on the Prinsengracht. In Amsterdam. In the night. And you are sleeping. Deeply. Completely. Peacefully. On the houseboat. The canal below. The city around. The water between. The rest. De rust. This is exactly where you should be. This is exactly what you deserve. Every canal dark, amber-lit, water-rocked, bell clear, houseboat still moment. Every single one. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Good night, dear friend. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Good night.